Tammy, are you there? I was just curious if you were done at the hospital yet. If you've gotten whatever medicine you've gone to get from them, hurry up and come back home. There's still plenty of cleaning to be done here, so get back here now. I doubt that you even had anything wrong with you to begin with, you big baby.
Hello, Lucy. I am actually done at the hospital. Thanks for asking. It appears that I am, in fact, pregnant.
Wait, what? You mean it? You mean that you really are pregnant?
Yes, that's what the doctor told me anyways. I was told that I'm about 8 weeks pregnant.
Oh, really? Well, I couldn't tell at all. But congratulations on that, I suppose.
Thank you for the exciting response about it. I told Ben just now and he was over the moon about it. He said that he was going to buy a cake on the way home to celebrate the big news, actually.
Well, that seems just a little bit early to celebrate, if you ask me. I mean, we don't even know if you're going to be able to carry it to term.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. But it doesn't change the fact that I think this is something to be happy about. But don't worry, I promise not to let my guard down until I'm further along and we're more sure.
Well, anyways, being pregnant doesn't mean that you're sick, so hurry up and get home and get back to work right now.
Yes, of course. I promise that I'll keep trying to work as hard as I can. Of course, I might not be able to do as much as I used to. In fact, I might even need some help.
What in the world are you talking about? Are you really saying that you're going to need help cleaning the house because you're pregnant? Honestly, what is wrong with your generation? Back in my day, pregnant women didn't use their pregnancy as an excuse to get out of their duties. Besides, young people these days get used to so many appliances to help them. It's hardly even work for you at this point.
Well, yes, I agree that we have much more technology now, but I still feel the physical effects of the pregnancy. I don't know, I just think that there might have to be some days that I need rest.
You don't know anything at all. Being lazy is one of the worst things that you can do for the baby. You need to keep yourself moving, and it'll help your baby too. And I don't want to hear any excuses about morning sickness or anything like that. The point is that you're not sick, you're just pregnant. Besides, if you're going to be a mom soon, then that means you'll still have to work on your housekeeping skills. It's obvious to me that you're not ready for this.
Yes, of course. Please don't worry about it. I promise to take care of everything to the best of my ability.
Well, I'm just saying that you still have a long way to go if you want to be ready to raise a child.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry to have caused any trouble over this.
Oh, I bet that you really are sorry. But honestly, it's just sad what women your age get away with these days. You want the whole world on a silver platter.
I'm sorry that that's what you've seen from my people in my generation.
You really are useless daughter-in-law, you know that? I don't know what my son was thinking marrying a girl from a poor family like yours. At this point, he might as well have married the maid. At least she would be more use than you. Don't you know how rich the family you're marrying into is?
Well, since I have some time before I'm going to have this baby, I am going to do my best to learn as much as I can.
That really is the least that you can do. You have no idea how embarrassing it is to having to introduce you as my daughter-in-law to people.
I understand. I'm sorry for any trouble I've caused you. I should be home soon. I promise to start cleaning once I'm back.
Good. That's more like it. And once you finish cleaning up around the house, you can start to cook dinner too. And if you screw up at all, I will be sure to let you know right away. But just do exactly as I say, and you should be fine. Tammy, do you have a moment? I just wanted to talk to you about moving out.
I'm sorry, you want to talk about me moving out? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Move out from what?
The house, of course. I want you to pack your bags and go. And I want you to divorce my son and never ever come back.
Oh, I see. I was afraid that you were going to say that. Well, I have no intention of breaking up with Ben. And I know for a fact that Ben doesn't want to leave me either.
I don't care at all what you think or what Ben thinks about you. The fact of the matter is that I'm not going to let you give birth to my grandchild.
I really don't know what you want me to say about that. I mean, I'm already pregnant, so...
Oh, you can go ahead and have the kid. I don't care about that. But you are not going to be raising it as a part of my family. I never ever want to hear even a word about this child.
Lucy, what are you saying? You can't be serious about this, right?
Oh, I am. I am dead serious about this. In fact, I'm actually having lunch with one of your friends right now. We're talking about how lovely it would be if she was married to Ben instead of you. If you know of anyone else who might want to marry Ben, please let me know. But anyways, this girl I'm with now was at one of my husband's office parties and was just head over heels when it came to Ben.
And so that's why I should divorce Ben, just like you're saying?
Of course. Don't you dare try and question my logic. I don't want a woman who was raised only by her mother polluting my bloodline. Unlike you, I've been raised with all the niceties of being a good homemaker. Baking, cooking, cleaning, I learned it all. I even used to work as a piano teacher because I was so skilled at playing it. And as far as I know, this young lady I'm talking to has all of these skills too.
Okay, well, your son and I love each other. Doesn't that matter at all? Either way, we're not going to be getting a divorce, especially now that I'm pregnant.
And just why do you think that has any bearing on anything? Is it money? Is that what you want? I'll be more than happy to pay you off if you go and never ever come back. Don't worry about that.
It's not about the money, Lucy. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is that you are not going to be a member of my family. You and my son have already been married for 6 months living here, and it's just been horrible. I mean, you still haven't learned how to be a homemaker at all. I just know that this young lady I'm here with now will be the perfect wife for my son. She's far above anywhere you could dream of reaching.
Well, you're more than entitled to your opinion, but that isn't going to change the fact that Ben and I aren't splitting up. Ben feels the same way. We both understand how you feel about this, but we've made up our minds.
Oh, I'm afraid that just won't do, my dear. You are going to move out and that is that. Besides, I know that Ben is on my side in this. You seem to be mistaken.
I don't get it. Why didn't you say anything about these reservations you have now when we got married in the first place?
I was just so excited that my son was finally getting married that I didn't bother looking into who exactly he was marrying. So I thought that Ben must have made a good choice for himself and chose to keep my thoughts to myself. But 6 months later, I can see now that I was dead wrong. And now I see that you're nothing but an ill-mannered little girl.
Well, fine. If you want me to leave, then that's what I'll do. But Ben is going to be leaving with me.
I am telling you that this is not how this is going to work, understand me? Honestly, where do you get off talking to me like that? You have got some nerve. But fine, I suppose we'll see who is really right about this in the end. And then you'll know just how little you mean to Ben.
Lucy, please, what is the matter with you? Can't you at least let me put some more clothes on?
I'm afraid that is not going to do. But don't worry, I'll pack up all your things and send them to your parents' house. And never, ever come back here again, or else I'll call the police on you.
Lucy, what month do you think it is right now? I mean, have you even looked outside? It's snowing. My body is going to freeze if you keep me out here in these soaking wet clothes. I don't even have my wallet. Can't you at least let me put on some decent clothes? Think of my baby. You know this can't be good for it.
I already told you that it's not going to happen. And good, I hope it is bad for the baby. That's why I dumped water in you and kicked you out of the house in the first place.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? You're not serious about that, are you?
Of course I am. I'm going to save my son from having to father that horrible whelp you're carrying inside of you. And that is going to save me a lot of trouble in the future. I can already tell.
I don't believe it. I literally can't believe what I'm reading right now. Don't you realize what you're saying?
Oh, I know quite well what I'm saying, thank you. But it's fine. I'll be forgiven for this. After all, I had a sign to do this. Ben is away on a business trip, so there's nothing keeping me from doing this. Now the rest is just up to you. But I know that you don't have any friends around here anyways, so good luck finding anyone who will help you. And good riddance, you good-for-nothing woman.
Okay, fine then. I'll stop asking for your help since you're clearly not interested.
That's right. Now go away. I can't have some sopping wet woman banging on my door all night. It'll worry the neighbors. Leave and never ever come back. Do you understand me?
Hey, Lucy! Do you have any idea where Tammy is? Did she go back to stay with her parents or something?
Oh, hello, dear. I'm really not sure about her. Honestly, she never tells me anything, so most times I just forget all about her. But I'm sure she's just out. Maybe she's at a cafe with a friend or something like that. Speaking of, I'm about to go meet up with a friend too, so let's talk later.
Hold it right there. You are going to come back to the house and apologize right now.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do I have to apologize for? Who am I even apologizing to?
You really have no idea what you've done, do you? Now that you've gone and thrown Tammy out, we're going to be ruined.
Ricky, what in the world are you talking about? How is throwing a useless woman like Tammy out of our house going to ruin us? You're not making any sense at all. Are you okay? Did you catch a cold in the snow or something like that?
I'm just fine, thank you. The only person who should be checked into a hospital is you. What were you thinking?
I really have no idea what you're talking about.
It's too late. Tammy already told me all about what you put her through. Honestly, why would you do something like that? Thanks to you, we're having the president of Wells Truck Go, one of the largest clients, coming over to the house right now.
Wells Trucko? But that's a huge company. Why in the world would their president be coming to our house?
Because the daughter of said president is none other than Tammy. But they stopped talking because Tammy ran away to be with Ben. But of course, someone like Sam Trucko isn't going to just let his daughter run off unsupervised.
But hold on a second. Is this some kind of joke? Are you pranking me right now?
I wish it was a joke! The only thing that's a joke is how you acted. Did you know that her dad was the one that picked up Tammy shivering on the side of the street? He said he's going to pull all of his contracts his company has with us. Don't you realize what you've done to us? How many times did I tell you to lay off Tammy? Why wouldn't you listen to me?
I'm sorry. I really am so sorry. I had no idea who Tammy was or who her family was, honest.
That much is obvious. But don't apologize to me, apologize to Tammy. And I mean right now. Get back here right now and beg for forgiveness. Lucy, are you there? We have to talk about the meeting.
Oh, is it over already? What happened? Did Sam say he wasn't going to restore our contracts? What's going on?
Well, thanks to Tammy, we're going to be okay. She convinced her father not to punish me for your mistake.
Oh, I see. Well, that is a relief to hear at least. Then I suppose that you'll be on your way back soon? I wasn't able to get your credit card off of you, but I wanted to get a little bit of shopping done while the sun is still out. You have no idea how stressed I've been. And I'm sick and tired of living in a hotel like this. When can I go back?
What are you talking about? Don't you realize you almost bankrupted my whole company? The only client we work with is Wells Truck Go because of how many orders they put in with us. You think you're stressed? What about me?
Well, I already said that I'm sorry. I don't really know what else you expect to hear from me. Besides, like I said, I had no idea who Tammy's father was. And now we're going to be having the grandchild of the president of Wells Truck Go. Isn't that wonderful? We're never going to have to worry about this again.
You've always been like this, you know? Always looking down on those around you. But you really took things too far this time. I mean, this is the woman that our son wants to marry, and you could have killed her.
But that isn't even what I was trying to do. You know that I would never want to take things that far. How is Ben, by the way? You really need to have a chat with him and tell him to fix his attitude, because he's still just refusing to talk to me after this.
He isn't doing good. He wants nothing to do with you. And in fact, neither do I. I'd like to get a divorce.
Wait, what? You can't really be serious about this, right?
Of course I'm serious. Tammy convinced her dad not to pull out our contracts. But that doesn't mean that I've forgiven you.
So then you're really going to get a divorce? Just over some woman?
Some woman? There is no way that you still don't realize how wrong you are when you say that, right?
But then, what's going to happen? I don't understand.
Well, first of all, Tammy's going to sue you for what you did to her. Then I'm going to talk to my lawyer about splitting up our estate. So anyways, go ahead and keep this Sunday free, because we're going to finalize this thing then.
Wait just a second. You can't do this to me. Think of all the time that we've spent together. You can't just cast me aside like this.
We did have some good times, and I'm so grateful that you were able to give me Ben. But you're reckless, irresponsible, rude, hurtful, and you almost killed our grandchild. You're nothing but trouble, and one of these days, you're gonna get someone seriously hurt with your behavior. But I'm not gonna be around to be there for you when that does happen. I can't be responsible for your actions anymore.
But even so, I mean, please, I won't have anywhere to go if you leave me. What am I going to do?
I really don't care what you do. But don't worry, you're not gonna be left with nothing when this is all done.
But I won't even have a home. Where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to live?
Oh, just give it a rest already. I can't believe you're whining like this. You haven't reflected once on what could have happened to Tammy. You only care about yourself, and you're only demonstrating that now. Divorcing you is the only option I have left.
Please don't say that, Ricky. You know we can work through this. I know that I can be a handful from time to time, but you don't have to end things like this.
Nothing you say is going to change how I feel about this, Lucy. I've put a lot of thought into this, and I've made my decision. Please, just don't try and stop this. This is going to happen, so just accept it. And never, ever come back here again, okay?
Ricky, please. I'm so sorry about all of this. I never meant to hurt anyone at all.
I'll see you Sunday for the divorce talk. And Tammy's gonna be there too, by the way. The last time she came over, you pretended to be asleep all day so you wouldn't have to see her. But you are going to apologize to her. Do you understand me?
Wait, so you're really going to bring Tammy to our divorce proceedings?
Well, Lucy, what's it been? A month since we last spoke?
Wait, what? Who is this now? Wait a second, is this Tammy? How are you? Are you okay? How is your little baby?
Oh, the baby is just fine, not thanks to you. I was just so lucky that my father happened to be in the area. Although I did catch a really nasty cold thanks to you.
I really am so sorry about this whole thing. But you already know that, dear, don't you?
Just save it. I'm not going to be swayed by anything you say. You are nothing to me, do you understand that? But I hope you have a good life with no problems that ever drive you back here to bother us ever again.
Tammy, I've never seen this side of you. You were normally so soft-spoken and sweet.
Well, that was before you tried to kill my baby and I by freezing us to death.
Please, dear, show me some mercy. Surely you and I have had good times together as well, right? You don't really want to do this to me.
You know, I used to respect you. I thought you were so prim and proper and everything a good wife should be. But now I see that you're nothing more than a pampered old hag who has no idea how to take care of herself. I have no respect for you, and neither does your soon-to-be ex-husband or your son.
Tammy, please, you have to know that I'm so sorry about all of this that's happened between us. I really had no idea who your father was.
And just what does my dad have to do with any of this? Do you really think that it's okay to do what you did to me to anyone, regardless of who they are? You dumped water on me and then shoved me out in the freezing cold with nothing but pants and a t-shirt on. Do you really not realize the severity of what could have happened to me?
I do. Of course I do. I've thought about all the mean things that I've done and said to you, and you have to know that I never do or say any of those awful things ever again, okay? By the way, where are you now? Ricky kicked me out of the house a few days ago, and I've been in a hotel ever since. But please tell me, so I can go and apologize to you in person.
You are never, ever going to know where I am. After what you did to me, I never want to see you again. Hearing an apology from you would only piss me off, I think.
But I'm still your mother-in-law. I mean, Ben is my son. You're not going to forget to take care of your dear mother-in-law just because you're upset at me, right? And what about your baby? Aren't you going to let me meet my first grandchild?
You aren't going to come anywhere near my baby. You're lucky enough to be getting money from your divorce with Ricky. But as far as Ben and I are concerned, you're dead to us. I'll see you this Sunday, but after that, I never want to see you again. In the end, the divorce process for Lucy and Ricky took a whole year before it was over, because Lucy's lawyer threw every roadblock imaginable in the way. Lucy knew she was going to be getting money from the divorce, but asked for me since she had come to expect a certain standard of living. After hearing the details of the case, however, the judge said that in light of the heinous acts Lucy took against me, that she was lucky not to spend any time in jail, and that she deserved a low quality of life. With only her share of Ricky's assets, she quickly ran through all her money, unfamiliar with how to live within her means. When that happened, she tried reaching out first to Ricky for help, and then to Ben and I. I'm sure she was saddened to find out that we had all blocked her on everything, and even gotten new phone numbers. I wasn't kidding when I said that Lucy would be dead to us. As for Ben and I, we finally feel like we're starting the married life that we've always wanted. I no longer feel so much pressure to be a perfect housewife, and Ben told me he never wanted that for me in the first place. Now, Ben, our son, and I are all living happily together. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Kendall, the last time I saw you was at the wedding. Have you been having a good time being married to my little brother?
Hello, London. So far, things have been going well, and we've been having a lot of fun being married.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. I know that there are some odd things about my brother, so I was just a little worried about how things were going with him. He's not caused you any problems yet, has he?
He hasn't done anything wrong yet. He's actually the perfect man for me. He'll even do things like the chores from time to time, and that's been a huge help on my end.
What? He does the chores as well? I suppose he's finally starting to grow up now, hasn't he?
Well, he had a lot of time living by himself, so I'm sure he learned how to care for things as an adult then. He's even turned out to be a pretty good cook.
Well, that's great. By the way, from what I've heard, you're going to be quitting your job soon, right?
That's right, but I'm still going to be working some at home. Kind of like a remote part-time job.
Oh? That must be so nice being able to work from home like that. I've been wanting to start working remotely myself. I happen to already have 2 kids of my own, as you know, right? So it's been really tough for me to have to go to work when they are always so needy.
I can understand that. Well, if you're planning on starting to work from home I can give you some advice on jobs that are currently hiring remote workers and things like that. If you want to talk sometime about that, let me know.
Thank you, Kendall. But I actually really enjoy my job helping customers in person. So I don't think I'll be able to work from home when I like to see people in person. I get that it's important for me to want to be home with my kids all the time, but I should also focus on having time to myself, right?
I suppose it would be pretty draining to have to be around your kids 24 hours a day, every day. My older sister happens to have kids herself, and she's told me plenty of times that it feels like she doesn't have time to herself anymore.
And she's not kidding. I'm never able to go out to lunch with any of my friends anymore. And since I've had to turn them down so much now, I'm starting to get sad thinking that they might stop liking me.
You shouldn't have to be too upset about that. I'm sure they're well aware that having to raise kids is a tough job.
Now that you mentioned your older sister having kids, have you ever offered to look after them for her?
Well, only rarely have I had the time to watch over them for her. I guess most of the time when she's too busy to watch them, I'll go over to her house and babysit for a little while.
Then that must mean you know how to manage kids for some time, right?
Well, I haven't done it a whole lot, so I wouldn't say that I'm very good at looking after kids, actually. Maybe for a day or 2 I can, as long as there are instructions for me to follow.
Then I have a big favor to ask from you. This coming Friday, would you be able to take my 2 boys over to your place? My friend is going to get married then, so I'd really like to go out and see her at this gathering she's having.
Is that so? And how long would you like me to look after them?
How about from lunchtime to that night?
Sounds good. I think I can manage that.
Really? Thank you so much, Kendall. That really helps me out a ton.
I think it's important for you to have your own time every once in a while, so go and enjoy your friend's gathering. By the way, if there's anything your boys can't eat or have allergies to, please let me know soon.
Both of my boys don't have any particular allergies, and they will eat pretty much anything you put in front of them. As long as you're able to keep them entertained, they won't cause you any problems.
All right then. However, there aren't really any toys over at my place, so having them bring the toys they want to play with over to the house would help me out.
No way. They don't need to bring any toys over. As long as you have a TV for them to watch or some YouTube to put on, they'll behave.
Is that really all they need? I feel like having them only be entertained by that for such a long time isn't really good for them. Is it all right for me to take them to a park nearby to play then as well?
Sure, do whatever you want with them. Once it's time for dinner, I'll come around to pick them both up. I hope you're looking forward to seeing the two on Friday. And thank you again for this.
London, when do you plan on coming over to pick up your boys? I'm getting ready to make dinner here soon.
I'm sorry. Can you please make dinner for those two as well tonight?
Do you feel that you won't get here until later tonight?
Yeah. Right now the husband is on a business trip, so I wanted to have a little bit more time to myself before having the boys come back home to me.
All right then. I completely understand you wanting to have as much time to yourself as possible, but having to take on your boys every day is getting a bit too... Well, I happen to have work to do myself.
You're working from home, though, so you can still get all of that done with them around, right?
But your kids happen to still be pretty young, right? 3 and 5? If I take my eyes off of them to do some work, they will get themselves into all kinds of trouble.
Then, how about before taking my boys around lunchtime, you finish up all of your work for the day? I can't bring them both over there until the oldest gets out of preschool, after all. So you have all morning to get what needs to get done.
But there are days where I have a larger workload that carries over into the afternoon.
Well, that is something you have to manage yourself then. It's not like I'm asking you to take my boys all day, every day.
And I can see why you might say that, but there are other things that I have to get done during the day as well, like going out shopping. I would really like it if you started to keep your kids over at your place some each week.
Wait. I happen to be your husband's older sister, right? Are you really sure you can say something like that to me?
What are you trying to get at there?
Are you trying to get on my mom's bad side or something?
Why would this have anything to do with your mom?
Well, I happen to be her actual daughter, correct? I am able to get to her about anything I want, and I can say whatever I want about you since she is my mom after all. So, depending on how I talk about you to her, things might not go so well for you in the future. Do you understand that?
Don't you feel as though you're being a little threatening now?
Oh no, now you're going to blame me like that? Scary. I might have to go and tell my mom now that you're trying to hurt me. But
I didn't mean that as a way of hurting you.
But I'm trying to tell you that I can say whatever I want about you, and my mom will believe every bit of it. I think you should be more aware of that before you start talking back to me like you were just a little bit ago. My mom will have to listen to either the outsider who became my brother's wife and her actual daughter. And who do you think she's going to believe?
London, I would really like if you would stop acting like a 5th grader.
Then you'd better start listening to what I'm telling you, all right? I don't want any more of that back talking from you now. It all comes down to how you treat me that'll affect what I tell my mom about you.
Understood.
You happen to not have any children and get the luxury of working from home, so you can do whatever you want with your schedule, right? And by having my boys over every day, you can start to practice raising kids for when you someday have some of your own. I am being very kind to you right now by letting you use my boys to learn about how to be a mom yourself.
But if you keep having me take care of your boys, I think my husband will become upset with you.
And that's a part of your job as well as his wife. You need to keep him from doing or saying anything stupid about all of this. And most important of all, you need to make sure you listen to everything I tell you. Oh, that's right. When I come over to pick up my boys today, can you lend me your bag?
My bag?
Well, remember the last time we all went out to dinner together? I saw you carrying a very high-brand bag that looked amazing with your outfit. I'm sure that thing cost you a pretty penny, right?
This happens to be the purse I got from my recently deceased grandma. I'm not sure I can lend it to you.
Come on now, just let me borrow it for a bit. Are you being stingy now?
It happens to be a bag that I take very good care of, so I'm not sure I want to lend it to anyone.
I'm just asking for you to let me use it for a little, you jerk. Give it to me.
Sorry, but you need to stop asking that.
Say that all you want, but I'm not going to stop asking. I'm sure your grandma would be happy with other people being allowed to use her purse as well, right? So there you go. It's been decided. You don't have any right telling me not to come get it. If you still try to keep it from me, then I might start telling my mom about this. Is that what you want?
All right. I get it.
You should have been understanding of me from the start. You need to stop being such a little jerk, all right? Now, when I'm on my way over to get the boys, I'll give you a call. Until then, please take good care of them.
Good morning, London. I don't think I'll be able to have your boys over today. There are some things going on that I need to attend to right now.
Huh? What's that?
Well, I happen to not be feeling well right now, so I should take care of myself today and stay in bed.
Then go right ahead and stay in bed. I'll just leave my boys there and they can play by themselves.
I'm pretty sure my husband has warned you about this already. He doesn't want you sending your kids over here every single day anymore.
Listen here, Kendall. Are you still not fully aware of this? If he starts to get upset with me, then I'm going to become even more pissed back at him. Now, your job as his wife is to keep something like that from ever happening, right? So would you stop slacking off already?
And there is a limit to all of that, unfortunately. Recently, it's become quite common for you to leave your boys here overnight while you go off to do things on your own. Even my husband is starting to find that quite strange of you.
And you should be telling my brother to shut the hell up when he starts to question what I'm doing. I happen to be holding on to that very important purse of yours right now. Or perhaps it would be okay for me to put my own special design on it. Or even better, the tags are still on it, so I might just go and sell it for a decent price.
Stop that right now. I am asking you to please stop saying things like that about the purse. Also, I would really like for you to give me that bag back.
Well. Maybe you shouldn't have lent it to me then, you idiot.
You were the one threatening me to give it to you before, right?
It honestly is starting to really piss me off a lot right now to have to sit here talking to you. I'm starting to remember you as that stupid quiet kid that sat in the back of one of my classes. I'm not going to sit here and let you start to talk back to me like that when you are nothing more than a loser. Especially when all that back talking will do you no good. I remember back when you left the class because you couldn't get over how much I would pick on you. Perhaps I'll do that again until you divorce my brother.
I will not ever divorce my husband.
Then you're going to have to listen to every little thing I tell you. I'm going to be bringing my boys over to your house like I've been doing every day for the longest time now.
I happen to have a bad fever, though. Ever since this morning, it's been going up and up in temperature. Right now, I'm sitting at 101 degrees. I am not currently in a state where I can look after 2 boys.
Huh? And you think I give a crap about any of that? It's your own fault for not taking better care of your health. So I am not going to change the plans I already have for you. So you make things happen right now so that when I get over there with my boys, you can manage them.
I'm not joking. Today is not okay for me. Please. Just let me have the day off so that I can rest.
You come over here and get your kids right now.
Huh? What's with that tone of voice? Have you started to go insane from that fever or something, Kendall?
I am not Kendall.
Huh? Then who the hell is this? Don't tell me you're her second personality or something.
You cut all of that crap right now, Missy. I want you to get your butt right back over to Kendall's house this instant.
I have no clue what your plans are with this, but do you have any idea who you're talking to right now? Don't you dare start talking to your sister-in-law with a mouth like that. Perhaps I'd be better have you kicked out of the family now. I can say whatever I want to my mom right now, and she'll listen to me. Is that what you want me to do to you?
There really is no helping you anymore. Understood. I'm not going to be kicking Kendall out of this family. Rather, my own daughter will be kicked out.
Daughter? Your own daughter? Did you fall and hit your head on something, Kendall?
I am not Kendall, you moron. I am your mother, and right now I'm having you to text you from Kendall's smartphone.
What? Mom? This is a stupid joke, isn't it?
You think anybody would be joking during a time like this? I've taken a good look through all the messages you and Kendall have been sending back and forth. But after I finished reading through everything, I was so upset with you that I couldn't handle it anymore. So I took the phone from her and started replying you in her place.
So, this is really you, Mom?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what the hell is going on here? Why are you sending both your kids over to your little brother's house every single day to be taken care of by Kendall?
You have it all wrong, Mom. I have lots of things going on myself right now.
Tell me what all of those things are then.
Well, my husband's salary was cut, so now I'm having to work a lot more often to make up for that. So because of that, I've been having Kendall take care of the boys while I'm out of the house.
Right now, the only job you're working requires you to go in twice a week, right?
And I'm saying to bring in more money, I've had to go to work more. I don't want to start worrying about money as though we were in trouble. I've been saying things to Kendall about how I'm taking this time to enjoy myself, but really, I've been having to go to work every day.
So then, you won't mind me giving your place of work a call right now about you. I'm going to make sure you're telling the truth.
No, wait. I'm not so sure any of the managers will tell you about one of their employees' schedules.
So you want me to go there in person and ask to see my daughter's schedule? I could ask one of your coworkers to help me out with this. I'm sure if I just started to ask around your workplace, someone would be willing to tell me. It's okay for me to go and ask about you, right? I am your mother, after all.
I'm sorry. I was lying about all of that. But I'm tired of taking care of the kids all the time. If I don't have some time to myself, then I'm not sure what could happen to me mentally.
Then what you should be doing is talking to either your husband about this or me, right? Why have you been forcing Kendall to take care of all your problems for you?
If I started to talk to you or my husband about this, you guys would begin to worry about things. I've been planning to take them both back once I become refreshed again.
So you thought you could just hand your kids off to her 7 days a week? Who the hell do you think she is? And what's this about you coming to me and saying bad things about her if she told you no? And you threatening to destroy or sell her bag if she talked back to you? You have just been using her for your benefit, and now you're going to bring up the past where you pegged on her and forced her out of that class? What the actual frick are you doing right now, woman?
You have it all wrong, Mom. I was just trying to add a little flavor to the conversation was all. I just wanted her to know that I could pick on her like that again if I really wanted to.
Well then, I'm going to have to look into that as well. I can't believe a word you're saying to me right now. Adding a little flavor to the conversation? Anywho, for the time being, I don't want you coming anywhere near the rest of my family once you've come and gotten your boys. Do you hear me?
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm coming to get my kids right now, okay?
You should not be apologizing to me right now, and you know that.
And I'm going to apologize to Kendall as well. So, can you please forgive me?
Well, you've been doing some pretty unforgivable things these past few months, right? From what my grandkids are telling me, when their dad isn't around, you're not all that kind to them. I'm going to bring up all of this to your husband when I get the chance. You better be ready for what happens after that.
I don't want you going to him about this. We all know he's going to get upset with me over this.
As he should. You were the one doing things that you knew would piss him off.
But he just won't be getting pissed at me. This might lead to the two of us having to get a divorce then.
And I'm sure that's true. But this is all going to happen because of what you've been doing, right? I think it's totally right that he divorce you and take the kids, because you don't deserve to have a family of your own after all that I've had to witness.
I'm sorry, Mom. I made some really bad choices this time. I really want to go and apologize to Kendall now. If she's still over there with you, I want to hand the phone back to her.
Right now, Kendall has a very high fever.
Then I'll come over there and apologize in person.
Give me 1 second. Kendall is telling me that she does not have the energy to see you in person right now, so she will settle with having you text her instead.
All right.
London, this is Kendall. I want my grandmother's purse back, please.
Kendall? I'm so sorry. I'll give you the bag back as soon as possible.
Good. Now, I'm sure that you and I will never be meeting one another again, so goodbye.
Wait a second, Kendall. I am really, really sorry about what happened this time. I took advantage of the fact that you are a really kind person.
You didn't take advantage of me being a kind person. You were just using the fact that you were my older sister-in-law as a way to take control of me. Even when I was telling you no, you kept on forcing me to do as you wanted.
Okay, I know that, and I am so very sorry for that.
I don't need to hear that from you anymore. This really isn't even about me anymore. I feel far worse about both of your boys. I'm going to talk with your husband about all that's happened, and hopefully he can find a way to remedy your inability to raise your two boys.
Please don't say anything to my husband.
I have to. Even your mom is going to say some things to him about this.
I promise that I've learned my lesson from everything I did to all of you. I also promise from now on that I'll do anything and everything that you ask me to do. So would you please leave my husband out of all of this and tell my mom that we will make things right? I want you to please leave all of this between you and I.
What are you talking about, London? Your mom is right here and is able to see everything and won't ignore it any longer. Just seeing what you said right there has put a huge frown on her face. I'm sure you're already aware that she doesn't want you in her family anymore, right?
I'm sorry. I was such an idiot for all of that. I will never do anything like all of that again. So please, give me a chance to change my ways and make things right.
And the one who will be making that decision will be your husband, London. From now on, your mom, my husband, and myself will have nothing else to do with you.
If you leave him to deal with me, then the two of us will most likely get a divorce. And that will lead to both my sons having to go and live with him for the rest of their childhoods without me around them as much.
I see that as a win for both your kids and your husband. I mean, you were having me raise your kids for a lot of the time recently, and you didn't seem to mind not seeing your boys. I feel that to everyone, including yourself, it's probably better that you don't have any kids anymore.
There's no way people think that. I was just trying to get a breath of fresh air is all. And I thought by having you take care of my boys for a while, you'd come to understand that as well. It is awful having to raise kids.
And that's why you shouldn't have any kids. To be honest, I don't even think it's that bad raising and caring for kids. What I find bad is thinking one can call themselves a mother and then hand their kids off to be raised by someone else for long periods of time so that they don't have to deal with them. So in your case, you're not a mother at all.
I'm sorry.
You can apologize all you want, but it's not going to change a thing now. If it's taken you over a month and a half to catch a fresh breath of air, then I'm not so sure you have cared at all about your boys. I think it's best you get that divorce and let your husband have full custody of the two.
Don't say something like that to me. When you have kids of your own, I promise to be there to take them from you when you need a break. No matter what you ask me to do, I'll do it. I'll do anything you need me to do until the day you find that you can forgive me.
Don't need you to do anything for me.
No, I'll do everything for you. So please don't cut ties to me. I promise to never ever cause you any problems ever again, okay? And if you're willing to forgive me over all of this, then I think my mom will be willing to listen to me again as well.
So what you're wanting to happen is for everyone to just forget about what you've been doing this whole time?
Well, that's not what I mean. But,
What you're trying to have happen right now is exactly that. Hence why you keep asking me to forgive you. Also, I would never ask for you to do anything for me, especially if it came to asking you to help me with my kids. I am not the same monster that you are, and I will never leave my kids in the hands of a stranger for weeks on end, all to just get a breath of fresh air. So you not being around my family after today will not pose a problem for anyone.
I'm sorry. I will become a great mother again. Please, Kendall. Please don't take my right of being a mother away from me.
And that's why I'm leaving all of that up to your husband to decide. He will be the one to choose whether you continue to be a mother or not. I have nothing else to say about you. If you really want to be a mother again, then you handle all of that yourself instead of begging me to forgive you. From there, London came all the way back to our house so that she could pick up both of her boys from us. However, that did not get her mother's forgiveness. And soon after that, London had the difficult conversation with her husband, and it was decided that they'd get a divorce. But the reason for it wasn't what anyone thought. It so happened that she had been cheating on her husband with another man, and that's why he wanted the divorce. London had tried pleading to her husband that she was just having fun with the guy and that it was nothing serious. But saying things like that only made him more angry, and he told her that he would not hold back when it came time for him to get a settlement from her. In the end, she lost her custody of both the boys and also lost all connections to her family. This then led to her having to move into her own little apartment, where she is now working sunrise to sunset for the money she owes her husband, as well as child support. She's been calling her husband every day for a while now, trying to apologize to him for everything. But soon he became so pissed off that he muted her contact and now ignores her calls. Along with that, London has been trying to get in touch with me again to apologize to me for what happened back in high school, but I'm not biting. I'm sure to her she doesn't feel as though all of that was a big deal back then, but after she reminded me of all that happened, I've only grown to hate her more. Honestly, I'm not all that worried about what happens to London next during her downward spiral, but I just hope her kids never have to hear about her again. When it comes to myself and how I'm living now, I have to say that I'm doing great not having to deal with London anymore. I was also able to get my grandma's bag back from her in the same shape I lent it to her in, so that's left me feeling a lot of relief. London's ex-husband soon moved back home with his boys back to his parents' house. But every so often he'll bring them over to my mother-in-law's house where I can go to see them again. Ever since London had started cheating, she would ignore all of her kids' needs, leaving them in the worst states possible at times. So in order to fight back against all those horrible memories the boys have of her and the life they were forced to live, I will make sure to play with them as much as possible. I'm sure that just by playing with them, it won't be very much to them, but hopefully over time this will leave an imprint in their memories of people that are nicer than their mom. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Camden, are you awake yet?
I'm awake. Right now I'm having something to eat.
Today you need to go to the hospital for your checkup, right? How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I can make it to the hospital.
I see. Well, that's good to hear at least. It's looking like later today there's going to be some rain showers. I think it's best that you bring an umbrella with you when you go.
Come on now, Paige. You don't need to keep looking over me like I'm some kid. I can take a look at the weather myself and judge what I need to bring.
I'm sure you can. I was just making sure you didn't forget us all. Sorry if that upset you any.
Well, whatever. It's my fault for ending up this way.
Camden, I've told you this plenty of times now. None of that is your fault.
No matter how one looks at it, this is my fault. I'm no longer able to work for us anymore, and I have to rely on you to take care of me all the time. Are you sure you don't feel like leaving me after all of this? I mean, your own husband can't really do anything himself anymore, and I feel like a failure to you.
I would never think something like that of you, of us. I am so happy to be married to you, and all I need in return is for you to be around me. And when it comes to becoming sick, everyone has a chance of it. So don't go blaming yourself for something you couldn't control.
But mentally and physically, I'm nothing now. And I can't even work a simple job. I wish I ended up with something much more understood like cancer or something. Then, it would have been a lot easier for me to deal with. And we wouldn't have to go through all of this crap anymore.
Please do not say things like that about yourself. None of this has caused me any stress, all right?
Are you sure? I'm not only unable to work, but I can barely get any of the chores done while I'm sitting at home. And I can't even bother getting myself to leave the house anymore. You're telling me that being married to a man like myself is totally okay with you and causes you no problems?
That's what I'm saying. I love you, and that's all that matters to me. Had I not been okay with any of this, then I would have left you a long time ago, right?
Well,
I myself have had days where I'd get sick out of nowhere and be useless for long stretches of time. If our roles were reversed right now and I was the one really sick and you were the one still working, would you find me to be a problem for you?
I would never think of you as a problem then.
Right? Right now, the only thing you should be worried about is taking your time to recover and relax. So you don't have to keep worrying about my feelings either, and you can just think about yourself. If you feel that being with me right now isn't good enough for you, then we can always look into a different approach to treating you. But right now, you're fine living here with me still, right? And your treatments are fine?
Well, it's not like I have anything wrong with what's been going on. I just feel like you're wasting all your time with someone like me. I feel like I'm the one wasting your time by being around you. And I feel sorry for that.
I'm just doing what I want to do, okay? I think you really need to stop caring about me and what I do with my time and focus only on yourself. Now, for the time being, I will stay with you and make sure you're doing okay. Right now, we're both still making life work together and you're still able to go in for checkups and treatments. I find that to be wonderful.
Are you really okay with me and the way I am? It's been a whole year now, and I still haven't been able to go to work.
And that's just a year. You need to stop worrying about time, okay? I think you should start getting yourself ready to go to the hospital. What do you think? Go and take a shower before you go.
Sure.
I think I'll be home around 7 p.m. tonight, all right?
Sounds good. Good luck with the rest of your day at work.
Thank you. And you take care of yourself on the way to your checkup. Camden, I'm sorry I couldn't take your call just then. I'm with a customer of mine right now. What's going on that you need to talk about? Did something happen to you?
My father passed away.
What? Your dad? He passed away?
Yes. His heart apparently stopped. My family just called me a little bit ago about it.
I see. All right then. I will go and talk to the company about this and come right home to get you. Then the both of us can go to your family's house, all right?
not possible. We have no reason to go back to them, right? And the last person that ever got to see my dad was you, not me.
And that was just because you were in the hospital yourself getting treatment, right? It's not your fault that you couldn't go with me to see him.
But right now, I'm unemployed. And I don't do anything with myself. With the way things are for me now, there's no point in going back to see everyone, right?
This is not about there being a point to you being there. You would like to go and see your dad one last time before they bury him, right?
Well, of course I want to go and see him.
It's all right, Camden. I will be right there next to you when we go. And since your dad was living all by himself before he passed, we have to be there to help with the funeral, right? So would you please start getting yourself ready to go back to see everyone? There will probably be a lot of paperwork that we'll need to fill out and other things to prepare as well for the funeral. So let's expect to be there for a week.
If I go with you, I won't be a problem for everyone, will I? I have not been a good son for either of my parents, nor the rest of the family.
And that's why this is your last chance to make up for all of that, by being next to your dad as he's laid to rest. Recently, you've started going outside a lot more often, so I think you'll be fine leaving your home for a week. And if you feel like you're becoming stressed or exhausted while over there, you're allowed to take a break. Just have a little confidence in yourself and let's go. I'm right here with you, right?
All right. I'm so sorry though, Paige. I always feel like I'm causing problems for everyone.
You're not causing me or anyone else any problems right now. Now, I have a few things to do really quick and then I'll be on my way home.
Okay. But I have no idea where any of our funeral clothing is here.
When I get home from here, I'll get it for us. Just start packing up your clothing that you want to wear casually and some toiletries.
Okay. I'll be waiting for you once I have my things together.
Camden, this weekend I think I'll be able to go to your dad's house as well. I have half a day of work on Friday, so if you want, we can leave early then.
You don't have to come with me. There's no need for you to go to his house with me anymore.
Why not? There's still a lot of paperwork that needs to be done there, so you don't want to do all of that yourself, right? You really don't have to worry about me because I'm already looking forward to heading over there again.
It's not about me being worried about you. I want for us to split up.
Huh? What are you talking about right now, Cameron?
I'm gonna be leaving the house.
Hold on a second, okay? Have you not been taking all your medications lately? If you stopped suddenly, then this might be some of the side effects from that. Or perhaps this is due to the shock from your dad passing away?
That's not it. None of that. All right? I am being serious right now when I say I want us to go our separate ways.
Camden, what has gotten into you all of a sudden?
Come on now, Paige. You're such a doofus. Did you really believe that when I told you I was suffering from depression? I was being serious? You actually went and believed all that crap? Huh! I'm so happy that you were an easy woman to deceive.
You were lying to me? But you have been taking medications for it this whole time, and you showed me your results from when you went to see the psychiatrist.
I've just been taking vitamins and crap. They weren't pills of any sort. And as for those results, I just went online and found someone else and copied those with my name placed over top. I've been fine this whole time.
So you've really been lying to me about being depressed?
Yep. I was just starting to hate working was all. We had been working together for a while. But you were making enough money to support the both of us, right? That's why I assumed it would be totally fine for me to just stop working.
Is that so? But the fact that you're not sick is great.
I just fooled you so badly. And you're not even mad at me?
Well, I was really worried about you that whole time.
Well, your stupidity is really what makes you such a nice person. Or perhaps it's that your kindness really makes you such an idiot. Because of you allowing me to not work for a whole year and live off your income, I feel refreshed and I'm really thankful for that. But I still want us to get this divorce.
Why do you want to get a divorce so badly?
Because I don't really have any feelings for you anymore, Paige. You were always working all the time, and never home to be with me. So, that started to make me less interested in you. And soon, I no longer felt like I loved you at all. I'm going to be getting my dad's inheritance here really soon as well. So there's no use in me having you around anymore. Hence, me wanting this divorce now.
Does this all mean that the only reason you actually kept me around for a year was because of the money I make?
Well, towards the end, that's pretty much right. And right now, I happen to have someone else I really like.
I see. So it's a divorce then. I'm totally fine with that, but afterwards don't bother looking for me.
Huh? I have no reason to come looking for you anymore. It was freaking stupid of you to actually fall for someone faking being sick right in front of your eyes. And the fact that you constantly acted like my mom was annoying. And yeah, we're able to live well together. But we never bought anything new or fun. Now that I'll be getting all of my dad's money, I can use it any way I'd like to. And that's hundreds of times better than relying on you.
I really was worried about you that whole time, Camden.
I know that. And that's why life for me was so easy. But you better be careful from now on, alright? You are way too easy to trick. And literally anyone can take advantage of you.
I wasn't tricked into anything this time. I just happened to really trust my husband and love him.
And as you can see now, trusting me that easily led you to being tricked, right? So don't try and label it all as something else. You honestly should have left me a lot sooner. I was always planning on throwing you away someday. And I kind of hoped that you'd catch on to that and leave me first.
So that's what all of that talk meant. When you'd say I'd be better off without you and going to be on my own again?
I was thinking that by having you be the one to leave me first, then I could use that situation to my advantage. But now that I'm getting my dad's money, I no longer need to wait for that day to come. Thank you for all your effort. I hope that you can find a new life for yourself as well. I'm going to start living my life the way I want to from now on.
Why did you ever end up marrying me in the first place?
Back when you and I were going out with one another, I really liked you. But, as well as we all know, people's feelings can be changed rather easily. And, in your case, you've gotten older and are a little too old for me. In terms of looks, at least. I think when all this is over, you should go have a look in the mirror, and you'll understand what I mean by that. You have really turned into a grandma. They weren't kidding when they said once a woman turns 30, their body goes right to being like a 60-year-old. Paige, long time no see. Are you doing all right for yourself?
What do you want from me right now? I made sure to get all of your things moved to your new address for you, so there's nothing left in my house.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Well, listen. Ever since that day we've divorced, I've had a lot of time to think. You had taken such good care of me for so long. And I said such terrible things to you in the end. I've been wondering why I ever said those things to you. Especially when you had always been thinking and caring for me. I was a complete idiot for that. I feel so sorry for making the two of us get a divorce in such a horrible way.
Is that so? But if you're here to apologize to me now for all of that, you're not going to get my forgiveness.
That's what I thought. But I've finally realized something. The most happy I've ever felt in my life was back when you and I were together. And in love.
I'm sure it was so much fun for you to sit around at home all day while I've worked my butt off while also cheating on me with another woman. I'm sure that was the most happy time in your life. You didn't have to worry about a thing and got to do everything you wanted.
That's not what I mean. That's not at all what I was talking about. I'm talking about before that. When you and I were both working jobs. I know we were both busy a lot of the time. But it was also fun then, right?
Is that right? To me, all of that time spent being married to you meant nothing in the end, therefore it wasn't fun for me. I'm not trying to say my life was ruined by it, but the time I spent married to you was a waste in my eyes.
Please don't say things like that. I've really thought about a lot in regards to us since the divorce. Do you think you can let me see you again? And allow me to apologize in person?
I told you that once we got divorced for you to never come looking for me again, right?
But if we let things be the way they are now, I'm gonna feel really sorry. Since the divorce, I haven't been able to get anywhere.
Then that seems to be your problem, Camden. If you don't move on and start a new life, you are going to be stuck feeling sad and depressed forever. You being in a rut right now has nothing to do with me.
Paige, please? I think that one more time is all I need. So, please let me see you again.
Do you think that by seeing me again, you can get down on your hands and knees begging for my forgiveness and that will be enough to get me to forgive you? I remember that inside you, you think of me as someone who is easy to deceive. I'm someone that can be easily taken advantage of. You feel that if you can get me to forgive you, there's a chance we will be able to live together again.
That's not what I think right now.
Yeah, you sure do think that right now. I know very well that the only reason you've contacted me right now is because you're having trouble with money. Your father was in a lot of debt, right? He borrowed more money than he could ever pay off.
Why? You've known about this the whole time?
The last time I was able to meet with your dad before he passed, I heard all about it. That's why I told him to leave me out of his will.
Huh? Why did you never tell me about all of his debt?
Because you never asked me.
I'm not playing around right now. I've already gone and used up all the money he had left me with. And soon after I was told he has debts that I'm gonna have to repay now?
Had you just talked with the lawyer about it a bit more, I'm sure you would have understood what you were getting into. But before you and I could go and talk to the lawyer together, you asked me to divorce you.
But the fact that you never said anything about his debt is messed up.
I'm not going to listen to you saying that about me. You were the one that lied to me for a whole year about your mental illness. What the hell are you trying to go on about now?
At the time, I didn't want to work anymore, so I had no other choice. And what's the problem with that? I was just like a housewife to you, right? Or are you trying to say there was no value to me being your housewife? You were the one that told me as long as I was around you, you were happy. Was that a lie or something?
Please do not change the topic on me. Back then, things were a lot different than the way things are now, right? Back then, you were lying to me about your illness. And then the moment some money of your own landed in the palm of your hand, you threw me aside and ran off. And not only that, but you also made sure to dig into me a little before going. Made me look like an idiot. Is there any reason for me to want a man like that back in my life now? It was like you weren't even my husband back then.
But I'm telling you, I got played by my dad. He never said anything to me about his debt.
I know. It really does suck that not only are you a liar, but so is your dad for never telling you the truth about his finances. But when your dad was talking to me, he always wondered why you could never come say hi to him. And I tried to explain to him something that turned out to be a lie in the end. I'm sure if you actually left the house and saw your dad, he would have told you about his debt and asked if you wanted to be left out of the will as well.
But I never expected this would happen after never going back to him. What the hell was my dad thinking?
But in a way, there's something funny about the money your dad had to borrow. The only reason there's so much of it that needs to be paid off is because you were always asking your dad to give you some of his money. So in a way, this is your own debt that you're having to pay back to your dad. So make sure you pay it all off soon.
I'm really in a bad situation right now. If things don't change for the better, I'm gonna lose my home. I'll have nowhere left to sleep at night.
Didn't you have a girlfriend that was younger than me? What happened to her? Why can't you ask her for help?
The moment she found out about the debt I have now, she stopped talking to me.
And you were the one telling me I was easy to trick. She fooled you just as easily as you fooled me.
And she really loved using a lot of my money. But because of that, I was able to realize something. The person that understands me the most, and that would never trick me, is you, Paige. It's not always about having a woman that's young, is it? It's also about one's heart. And with how kind you've been to me, you're the only person for me.
Is that the conclusion you've come to? Well, I'm sorry, but there is no chance you're coming back to me. In my case, I'm really happy now that you ended up kicking me out of your life like that with a divorce. Really, right now, I don't have any worries and have been able to live my life the way I want to.
Paige, I'm I'm really sorry. Back then, there was something wrong with me. I should have stayed with someone like you, who was willing to do everything to support me. I made a big mistake then. I was an idiot.
And I've understood that for a long time now. You don't have to explain yourself to me anymore, all right? Now, would you please never send me such stupid texts ever again? I'm sure that even an idiot like you understands what I want, right?
Please, Paige. Can you please find a way to not throw me away like this? From here on, I want to take things between us seriously. I'll even start looking for a job. So, please, find a way to give me one more chance to spend my life with you.
Ugh, after everything I've had to deal with, it is scary to hear you say things like that to me. I do not love you anymore, Camden. I can use my money on myself now and have no more stress. There is no reason for me to give up my freedoms to be with someone like you again. I think you should just forget about me and learn how to support yourself instead. Because with the way you are now, there is not going to be one woman that wants to spend her life with you. After that, in order to pay off the debt Cameron had to the banks from his father, the banks went and took the house he was living in and said that was enough. But because of that, he no longer had a place to live anymore. For a little while, Camden then went and stayed at a 24/7 fast food joint and would constantly make new numbers trying to get in contact with me so that he could ask for my help. But by the time I realized those numbers were all his, he was no longer sending anything, and I believe he gave up. I really have days still where I'll sit here wondering what the hell was the point of being married to a man like him in the past. But had his dad not passed away and all that, then I might still be married to him believing his lies to this day. I'm sure it's not right for me to say I'm thankful that his dad passed away, but that made for a great starting point so that I'd learn of my ex's lies and we could move away from one another for good. I like to think that his dad always knew his son was tricking me and that he died in order to help me see that. I only hope that now, after all the help he gave me, my ex's dad is living the time of his life up there in heaven. It's been 3 years now since all of that happened, and I've started to date someone new. At first I was worried he might be just like Camden and would try and deceive me, but soon I learned that he was completely different and had a heart of his own. We haven't begun talking about getting married or anything yet, but I might give trusting someone with my life a second chance if things continue well. Right now I've really been so happy with the life I've been given that I don't even feel any hate for my ex anymore. And in order to keep things like that for the rest of my life, I'm going to continue working on becoming stronger myself and communicating with my current boyfriend about everything and anything we need to be talking about. Luckily, he is very understanding of that himself, so I can see a marriage between us not being too far off in the future. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.